One more time around. Also, where's the bunny? Come on, eye camera, get the bunny rabbit. That's a butterfly. Come on now. You can do it. You can do it. The song is looping to the really good part. Where's the bunny? That's not the bunny. That's the researcher. Very good. Present bunny. Damn it. Come on, eye camera. Where's the bunny rabbit? You have 3 more tries. Nope, as it's butterflies again. Uh-huh. All right, you got 2 more. There we go, yeah! We did it. Yeah! And what's the last one gonna be? God damn it, butterflies again. Oh, man. Oh, that's good. Look at that little bunny bouncing around. Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Hello, it's Monday. It is Monday. My glasses don't want to seem to sit properly. I mean, these glasses are so old. I'm surprised they're even still functioning. I feel this screw is gonna just snap at some point. I'm gonna be like, well, I've had these since college now, which was, you know, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, according to some people. But hello. Today is going to be a very boring Final Fantasy XIV stream, where I only say one word every 7.14 seconds. No, actually, no. I don't know. We're gonna do some Blue Mage stuff, probably some Hildibrand, or Job Quest, or both. I might even just do a run of the Alliance raid because it's fun. Heavens forbid doing content in MMO that's just because it's fun. Who does that? But go right. Hello Nick. I think the Stora might have been here, but he's not here right now. I don't know who else is out in Lurker land, but hello. The hair is exceptionally poofy today. For I don't know, it's just because it is. Might not be very humid right now. Also, I need a haircut. A little bit of all those things. All right, let's switch over. I don't know what the ambience in here is, because this is a video to play the chill zone music. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's good. But I really wanted that song because it is a good song. Good song indeed. You type sit again, you'll actually stand up instead of just like boing. Getting close on the material containers. We're at 38. Need 12 or so more. 12 or so. Also got these turn-ins today. Won't do that until we get to them more. I need to go check my retainers real quick. I've been doing a bunch of Eureka here and there with Bob and Ben, learning the sort of the flow state of Eureka. Oh, it's apparently nighttime in Kagane. And got some Sharlayan cabinets and wardrobes and some boots. I don't know if there's a whole set of these, but that'd be kind of cool if there was. Got some boots. But only one thing being sold for the guild right now. We're gonna switch over to quick adventures. Just trying to restock my Allegan silver pieces right now. Also, it looks like almost all of my retainer stuff has sold. Might have to do some relistings here. Also, I think I already turned in for this reset, but I will have to go check where. Go check and see if I have, because I'm overcapped. This is fine. Am I saving any of these? That? No. Apparently. I have been going through my retainers to try and sell all these. I had so many materials. I still do. I still just have so many materials. Although some of them are used for shipbuilding, so I've just kept them. But we're almost at 30 million. I mean, we're over 30 million on our retainers just from selling my own stuff. Other things of note, got my samurai to 80. I mean 90. By that I mean. What does samurai even get at 90? So the enhanced Ikkyo Shoten, it grants Oganamakiri ready upon landing it. So when you use it, it gives Oganamakiri ready. Which... That's not... Is that the Shoha buff? Oh, Shoha buff, is it? Let me see. Oh, does it give... Huh. Yeah, able to execute Oganamakiri. Oh, do I have to, That's the other new ability. Hang on. Or is that on my bars? Is that another button I haven't put on my bars? Let's find out. Action changes. Yeah, so this is but this is an action change one. Does this actually go on my bar? Looks like it does. And where the hell do I put it? I have to take off my freaking egg eating emote? Awful. And it changes to another one. It's a two-parter? Well, that can't go down there. I don't want to take... I'm afraid if I move Kaiten, I'm not going to be able to put it back on my bars. That's why I've left Kaiten here. Where to put you? All right, calm down. Calm down, battle music on Striking Dummy. Calm down. So many damn buttons. I'm risking it. Oh, I can't even. It's locked. Okay, good. I want to keep, because I know once you pull this off, it'll be gone forever. But I'm keeping the button for Kaiten on my bar just for fun. Okay, so that's, yeah, totally new ability. I didn't have that on my bar at all. Everything else is there. Yeah. So then... okay. Well then, that's a lot of that's a lot of opening bursts now. Good grief. Very good. So it's a two-part hit, but you only get that every Ikkyo Shoten, which is just in the burst window. Samurai is maybe too many buttons still. They was look cool doing it. So many OG CDs, what the heck? Good lord. I think it's a little early refresh dot time. I'll have to look up how to accurately samurai. Yeah, like I have to hit that before the OGCD, I think. Almost big hit time. It's weird that the Shoha comes up then. I mean, I probably did the opener off by one. feels like this would be the... Oh. Yeah, if you do that on Samurai, you're out a whole global. This is 1 minute cooldowns right here, right? So I would have held that. I believe. Because now I don't have... Yeah, okay, I see. Maybe. I don't know. You get this. And this. And then this. Which would have been done technically beforehand. I don't know. Samurai is wild. It's really fun, though. It's definitely a little easier without the Kaiten stuff. But, okay. So it's 800 potency to first and 75 for remaining. Does it even show you what it turns into? Yeah, it turns into Keishi. So it's the other direction of the slash. It's the exact same thing. It's just 2 hits of 800 potency, 75% to AoE fall off. And you only get to use it every 2 minutes. So that's part of the 2-minute window. But you also want to make sure you have a Shisui up, I think, right? Because you want to finish her into the window, into the big hit, into the big hit, into the OGCD, into the other OGCD, into another combo for the big hit, into a duplicated big hit. Something like that. Samurai, by the way. Okay, good stuff. Well, that's what we got the other day. We got Red Mage. I was like, let's get Red Mage to 80 real quick. And then I did a dungeon, and it took, trust time, 27, 28 minutes. And then it gave me, just an actual ball's hair away from 80. That's the next job to max out. And then probably do Machinist next. Maybe. Or another melee. We'll see. I gotta get gear for my... This is all the low-level stuff still. This is the high-level stuff, but I don't have any left side gear for Samurai. And, of course, since the crafted gear went to the augmented stuff now, it's a little more expensive. But it's Blue Mage time. Because I leave the Blue Mage stuff usually to Monday to have something to start off with. What did Blue Mage stuff? Too many buttons? It has a few too many buttons, even though it lost one. Which is where they were talking about, the whole button bloat thing. But yeah. But hello, Teddy. How does it feel to not need to do schoolwork today? That's the question I'm going with. I require a DPS. These are all Dark Knights standing around. You're not a DPS. That's a healer. It's a DPS. That's a Black Mage. Or no, a Reaper. I saw a stick on the back and didn't realize. We're going to the Miney Boy Guild. Okay. Blue Mage stuff. Got our ethereal copy on. Got the food buff on. What are the challenges in the Masked Carnival today? It's the blobs and the other blobs. These are the ones that like try to AoE slow you or something. Blobs in the woods. We have room for all the things. What's up, Mutton? Mutton, how was your weekend? Yeah, these are the ones that are like trying to blow up on you, I think. I say they got LOS. Yeah. Splamo. Easy peasy. Woke up at 2:30 p.m. like a complete degen. Nice. Your weekend was work, Mutton. Also, you just came home now, only 20 minutes overtime. I mean, okay. Do you want the overtime? Sometimes jobs that pay overtime, the folks that work at them usually like the overtime. Get to use their blink. No, I've been gooed. Wah. Wait for that one to blow up. Wah. I can hide from both of these right over here. Bloop. And then we should be good. Yeah, really, I guess it depends on if you like your job and you want to do the overtime. Because is it time and a half, or is it double time, or is it no bonus pay? I suppose that's the the question. Oh my God, this door is yes. Holy crap, yes. But also Dad Crid and it's so good. It was let me see if I can actually find it. There was that very gifted cosplayer that did the daughter from Spy X Family. The uncanny, it's the Asian woman that really looks like an anime character. It's probably just gone now. I should have posted it when I saw it. But we'll see if we can find it. Oh no, these are some of the ones from yesterday, so it hasn't, Imager hasn't flown by just yet. I probably could look up anime or cosplay that actually might be tagged properly. But yeah, I found this last night and I just forgot to post it. It was during the whole, oh, I'm about to fall asleep thing. Let's look at Imager real quick. And it was just incredible cosplay. Where the hell is it? There's the toilet paper roll being crushed by the pneumatic, weight pressure device thing. Mage. We're gonna search Spy X Family. Will that actually pop it up? Signs point to no. A lot of good fan art and or excerpts from the show. If that is not cosplay. How about cosplay? Did they not tag it as cosplay? Why would you do this? Or I guess in this case, not do this. Why would you not tag it as cosplay? Although, you look in the cosplay section of Imager, oh my God. There's some incredible works of art. Where the hell? Nope, it might be. How about anime? Did they tag it as anime? This might be a little bit of a risque section to go in. Yep, there's me. Yep, of course. I don't think that's anime. Pancake art. Very good. Yeah, I don't know where it went. That is lame. What would they have tagged it as? And or why wasn't it tagged as Spy X Family? What if it did one word? Yeah, it was one word. We got there. Putting this in Animu Butts. But yeah, it's the cosplayer that Fresh Kids posted a couple of times that literally looks like these characters. She looks a bit like Anya, just saying, in real life, and it's so cool. A little, maybe a little weird, but anime is a little weird. Speaking of Spy X Family, there should be a new episode out. All right, so 10 ways to die. That is 10, 2 and 10 spells. So this is the ogres and then the big minotaur guy. I guess they're cyclopses. So I cannot use more than 10 spells. Are these the ones I can just blow up? I don't have that ability, though, assigned. So... that's 1. And here's 2. Oh, that's right. They're the ones that they can't get close to. That's 3. This will be 4. That's 4 spells. We're going to use definitely 5 and 6. I do believe this guy summons another one of those and you have to run away from it. Or kite it or slow it or something. Because it's a big one. We've already used these 2 spells. This doesn't count. They're going to use this though. Because big damn. Yeah, that's another one. Here's a big knockback. And that counts as a spell, a swift cast. Most likely. That doesn't count. Now that is this. He Mage. He Mage though. Oh, I already had the buff up. He smacked me. Let's do another spell here. It should be like 8. I think we're at 8. Okay, that actually sucks. I don't know how many spells I'm at. So I'm just kind of whoop. And then like this. We did it. Okay. We were at 7 or 8 there. I can't remember. But not too bad. Not too bad. Probably had space to cast another one, I bet. So no bonus pay, Mutton. You got a single water crystal venture, Teddy? Nice. You know what that's telling you to do? That's telling you to buy the companion app so you get another retainer, because the more retainers you have, the more chances you have to not get the Bomboko Alpha crystal combo. Clearly. You don't want the overtime at all, Mutton? Else weekends have been okay, relaxing. Did some more D2 Lego campaign missions. Yeah, so did you work on, I know we talked about your build before. You're having issues with the legendary campaign. Have you started working through that? What mission are you on? There's only 8. I guess technically 9. There's one like off mission, but there's 8 that you queue into. Which mission are you up to? All right, so this is the to kill a mocking slime. Slow and steady and enfeeble me tenderly. So this is faster than standard, which is fine. And 9 or more neek enfeeblements. So basically hit them with all the debuffs. Wait, I did that one already. Wait, what the heck? I must have done this one before. I didn't do the others. I'm going to do it again because now I feel like when did I do this? I didn't do it just now. Yep. Teddy did start leveling his Lancer to Dragoon. There's 1, 2, 3. This is 4. This is like a bunch more. Matt's a bunch more. And this will be more. So all the debuffs. Eh. Eh. Reapply all them debuffs. Blah, 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 blah. That should be all the debuffs I need. Everything's a cast time. But everything forces you to move. Ah! Oh no, that's bad. That's another slime boy. That is another slime boy. Oh, that does 1 damage. Hip. I did it. Oh no! See, what the hell? I just did it. But it was check marked off. I have no idea. UI bug maybe, because the other ones were done, but not that one. Yeah, because now all of them show first time receive. Unless I didn't hard click on it and I was still hovering over the other one, maybe. I have no idea. Because the weekly, I could have sworn I saw it said received, but whatever. I did it. Okay, cool. Very good. Let's grab the start of the next Blue Mage questline, because we are already right here. Hello, Martine. Second-rate entertainment. Who the hell? It's Scorpion? What? Mortal Kombat? MK FFXIV crossover? How fares you delving into the deep blue waters of the blue? Deep waters of the blue. My brain broke. Worried about the guild that let me set your mind at ease. Folk have been begging to join our ranks, banging on our door day and night. Well, metaphorically speaking, of course. Even better, these eager young mages are so thirsty for knowledge. Slurp, slurp, slurp. They've gone as far as the Far East and Alamigo to discover new spells. Oh, so this just gets you to Stormblood, level 70. Oh, sorry, Teddy. I was incorrect about getting the companion app and getting another retainer. There's more chances for 60 Gil Bombocos. Okay, fair enough. Made it past the big Scorn guy in the Sekira mission with a bit of help. No solo on that one. Oh. Did try out the Arbalist weapon. Well, it works for you. I mean, Arbalist is fantastic right now in the kinetic slot. Might go back to Le Monarch or the Osteostriga and use Arbalist for other content. Maybe. It's just my suggestion when you're doing solo stuff is that if you run Arbalist, you don't have to worry about any types of shields. So then you can use whatever loadout you want to that you're comfortable with. If you want to use whatever energy and whatever power or heavy, whatever. Just because Arbalist covers all your shield types and also is anti-barrier. So it just depends. But I get what you mean. Osteostriga is good. It just means that you need something else because Osteostriga can only do overload. So then what do you use when you need overload? Do you run double primary? But double primary is normally pretty rough because you don't have the extra punch to get through bigger targets. So what's up, Ben? Big stinky face, says Destora. I don't know if that works, Ben. I thought it was Stora. Disbra? You put 2 R's in there. Pretty terrible. Honestly, pretty terrible. Oh, also, I have a note here on my desk. Gorek alerted me to share the knowledge. Gorek said there is a true theater mode setting. I have my own stream pulled up in a mirror just so I can watch and see if anything weird goes on with like the quality. So it's theater mode. How do you go into theater mode with chat? Is it like a... Because theater mode looks fine. But where does chat... Because Gorak showed me a picture of like full screen with chat on the right. How is this done? Only if you have the 7TV extension. 7TV. That's the name of the extension. 7TV.app. A remote service and extension for Twitch, but it works on YouTube as well? Oh, well, literally. Yeah, it's 7TV is an emote service and extension for Twitch and YouTube. The full description. Looks like it's in Chrome and Firefox. Seven TV. Works on Twitch and YouTube. 250 slots to add emotes to your channel for free. Supports many emote formats, including regular, wide, animated, zero width, and more. Adds the true theater mode to YouTube live streams, featuring a full width player with chat on the side. Ah. I see. Last updated just April 20th, 2022, so it's definitely a up-to-date product. Huh. Okay. I will leave that open in a browser window to look at later. Interesting. Okay. What's up, Martin? We're going to start clicking through your quest because I just want to do the blue magey stuff. Jot these new tricks down in the spellbook so you can go have a look for yourself. I need to tell you about that log I've been putting together. Thanks to you and your our other colleagues, I've managed to construct a fairly convincing case for blue magic's unbeatable versatility, but a few more notes from the field wouldn't go astray. Okay. It's the Makote blue mage. Yandy, I guess is her name. You don't have to pronounce the P. The P is their clan. But I guess Piandi? Hoping to be back. I've been practicing all the blue magic I could get my hands on and would love for you to see my progress. So saying today's the day for the big test. She's totally ignoring Martin, right? That's what I'm getting here. Where's Lalafell? I sense something amiss. Yeah, where's the short one? Uh-oh. Yeah. Nutaba. He was doing so well, then one day not too long ago, he just left. Oh. It's a shame to lose so promising a people, but I'm sure he has his reasons. We can only hope he's out there somewhere giving blue mages a good name. And before he's the bad guy. Calling it. No one told me you were available, darling. Not that the job I have in mind is worthy of your talents in any case. I can make do with Azuro the Third here. Lol. The Third. Hosting patrons who traveled all the way from the Far East to witness the spectacle of the great Azuro. Mass carnival. Short notice, I know. Oh, is it actually a solo duty right off the bat? So much is going on right now. These patrons were wealthy Kugane merchants. Put on a good enough show. We might even snag ourselves some new investors. Yeah, you mentioned money and Martin's in. Yep. Yeah. Indeed. That was easy. Need one of those easy buttons. Yeah, that is a good question, Astora. Where has been been? Void Scent. Her opponent is waiting out at Spineless Basin, a big tentacled brood of a thing. Ugh. Lovely. You gonna find a big old tentacled Void Scent or something? Is that the plan? Martin never changes, does he? Makes my head spin. Well, this is the way I get to show you how much I've improved. Come on, let's go and find this Void Scent. Indeed. Void Scent all the way back. Stormblood quests. Oh gosh, that blue mage mog. Any more totems? Nothing. What do you have for allied seals? It's just the armor set, right? Yeah. That's the I already have. Cute Justice. We're going Spineless Basin. Blackbrush. Okay. Ben has been Bing chilling. I see. Yeah, what happened to doing Eureka with Bob this morning? Huh? I would be down to clown on some more Eureka before before raid could do it. After raid, I think we're doing some Destiny stuff. Do maybe a GM or two in the Destiny tonight. Who's our third, though? If you're still hanging out there, who's our third? Is it Thaedrin? Is Thaedrin going with us? Is he gonna, like, complain and bitch the whole time? A freaking Ultros. What the hell? You could talk to it? Dude, the Ultros is just enjoying the sun. This boy just hanging out. Also, ugh. Hello. I know you. You're that Azura the Second character. Yeah, okay. I'm just talking to this. This is totally natural things to happen in Final Fantasy games. Just talk to this weird Void Scent tentacle squid monster that could or could not be connected to Cthulhu. Martin told me I'd be training against some young and pretty up-and-comer, so you keep out of it, all right? Oh, he's dueling the Makote, I guess. So freaking weird. He's just sunbathing. That's what I'm talking about. I promise not to bruise you too badly. All right, this is a little bit... I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going kind of set up. But sure. You were asleep, my bad. One raid instead. We already did 2 raids this week in Destiny. And we only have, starting tomorrow, 3 weeks to get all the other GMs done. Need advice for tackling this fiend? Turn him into takoyaki? That could work, maybe. Where his imp attack? Where his imp attack? Oh, like just... I mean, you gotta turn him into takoyaki. That's the only answer. Yep. So you play Final Fantasy XIV without telling me you play Final Fantasy XIV. Those 3 emotes. Also, old school Final Fantasy. Let's go, Pog up! Oh, yeah, it's not gonna show anything. Bump, 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 bump. Hell yeah. Right in the cephalopods? Wait, what? You are a cephalopod if you're a squid thing. You don't have cephalopods. That means his balls. Enough, I yield. Uncle Ulti didn't sign up for this. Uncle Ulti! Laser beams? Owned? Did she just freaking kill Uncle Ulti? Is this bad ending Undertale? What the heck? You when a squid curls its little tentacles up, they're dead. I think she just fucking murdered him. Oh my god. Swear they don't animate that kind of stuff sometimes though. I mean, it's cheaper if they don't, I guess, but the title of Azuro the Fourth was riding on the outcome of this test, you see. Only the honor really should have gone to Nutiba. His name is now Nut. He's Lalafell named Nut. Nutaba. He's always been far more skilled in blue magic than me. I wonder what could have possessed him to leave like that. I could tell something was troubling him, but he vanished without a word. Seems such a waste to... Oh, so he's the bad guy. He's gonna be... He's the bad guy. He's being corrupted by blue magic. The power of limited level job. Uncle Ulti. Is she a character from Final Fantasy VI? So I have to look up her name. I don't always connect all the references because there are many. There are many references. We just walked out here for the quest and just killed this docile sunbathing Ultros that was clearly cognizant enough to speak to us. Okay. Oh, the squid? Well, the squid is from a couple different Final Fantasy games. The Ultros is. But if you mean is Uncle Ulti specifically? Is that because Ultros is from a few games, right? I didn't know if there was one that called himself Uncle Ulti. Look at that blue mage glam. Looks like a freaking Harlequin. The little penguin pet. Hang on, I can't. It's not. There it is. There it is. Hello, Royce. Hello. Is Ultros only in 6/3? Or are there more? I went the testing then. I thought you meant the Makote. Fantastic. So we have another Azuro to wow the crowds. My own demonstration went rather well, in fact. Oh, I thought, in fact, our Far Eastern guests should be along to shower me with praise. And before they're not. Oh, there they are. Wait, those are the lads. This is kind of weird, though, because I know their story post-Stormblood. Or we've seen them again. If they're the merchants that work for... well, yeah. They just called Kagane Merchant Magnate. But I'm pretty sure I've seen these brothers before. I would not. While your masked carnival is simply a poor recreation of Kagane's own Fukumen fighting festival. Fukumen? That's racist. Our word for masks. Miss Royce. They are worn by the Blue Wizards. The Blue Wizards! Who duel the fearsome creatures at the festival, pitting spectacular spells against untamed ferocity, was proven most popular with the masses. Did he just say Blue Wizards owned? If I had known such second-rate entertainment awaited me here, I would have ended my journey in your golden saucer. The golden saucer pretty pog, though. Yeah, why is that guard sitting out there behind look like Manderville? Is it Manderville in disguise? Need to board the next ship to Kagane and look. I'm not going to board any ship. I'm going to transpose my ether into a crystal and then teleport it across the world and then reconfigure myself ethereal atom by ethereal atom and be there in a black load screen. So there's a different masked carnival, or is this just like a solo duty thing? And these so-called blue wizard fellows, if I find out they're making a mockery of our art, then there'll be 7 hells to pay. Oh, in before Nutboy, the Lalafell's over there now, making a name for himself. Azuro the Fourth. I don't know why that running gag has been going on for the whole quest line. True. Maybe Harry wants to do some GMs. You just gonna play like a bitch. Get Harry a really good hothead rocket launcher. Fallen Saber is not bad. It's definitely not Scarlet Keep or the other medium one. I mean, I want to do all of them to re-guild, so. The Hold. Oh. Indeed. The proud line of the great Azuro lives on. It looks so dorky. The mask is so big for her small cat girl face. What the heck? I can feel the gap between a teacher and people getting smaller by the day. I best be expanding my own spellbook if I'm to keep calling myself Guildmaster. You guys need to work on your shoe game, though. Do you see these shoes? Look at these shoes. The hallway is super shitty. A little bit. In Fallen Saber. I think the hardest part of Fallen Saber is still the start. Because so much can go wrong there with the ships coming in and blasting your butt wide open. Alright, we have a new Azuro. I assume next quest is Kagane? Oh, Martin's just effing off to Kagane now. Okay. We'll be fine, I'm sure. It's Martin I'm worried about. Anyway, I'll be holding the fort here. Should anything... You know, okay, cool. So she stays here. Any new totems after completing that quest? No. Everybody was Fukumen fighting. So that's where this comes from. But this guy is also like in gold and yellow and black. There's nothing blue wizard about him at all. But I suppose we'll find out next time on the Blue Mage as Lalafell. Yeah, Miss Clowny Salvager looks like Hildibrand. So many damn things. Oh, what's the gold feather stuff? Is that one? This one? It's the Garo Gale deal and spoils. Gold exchange. What do you get for this? Oh, you can get the dyes from the store, basically. Okay. Might get some jet black dye. Aetheryte tickets. You get 10 for 1 gold. Ew. 15 is the Twintania mount. This is a different chocobo mount. It's not the fat chocobo, is it? The mana garm. So I have 10 gold feathers. Okay. What are the silver feathers? It's just like gear crap. Yeah, it's just you get the poetic gear essentially for them. I don't think there's anything else you get for it. No. Okie doke. It does look kind of like, yeah, it's just the same facial hair, right? Same facial hair on that guy. All right, we'll save more Blue Mage stuff for later. Probably 4 more quests left, I assume. This is what I looted with Gorek on Friday, so I can't get another piece. Yeah, 10 gold, 10 silver. Yeah, the next chunk, the next quest in Eureka is unlocking the next zone. I think you need like 99 Animos crystals, and you open up the next like portal to it. I stopped on the quest at the dock to do it. It's just me trying to catch up on some freaking job quests to do. Let's go check out the studium today. Let's see where my next studium delivery is. Do one of those. I don't think anyone's seen how the studium works. So I should be working on that for blacksmith or leatherworker. I'll have to go over there and look. I have both, but I only started one at a time. Just to focus on. Because I'm working on this lad right here. What? No? Oh, level 85. One step forward. It's left side, but the right side, left side. Helping Gret and Destora get their blue mages leveled the other day. Yeah, Jude, what's up? What was this one? Oh yeah, so this is leatherworking. One step forward. But also the trouble with taxidermy. Have I not finished all the... Oh, it's at 68. So there's 2 more. Whatever. Because I have manipulation, right? Yeah, okay. So leatherworking, because this next couple of quests will definitely cap out leatherworking. Jude eagerly awaits you. So I'm straight into the next part of the process. Okie doke. We're working on making a giant telescope, as I recall. Then craft the vital parts of the star lens. Operation for this particular type of telescope requires highly specialized magic. While I understand the mechanics behind this magic, the sheer volume required far surpasses that at my disposal. Please, may you be so kind as to craft ethereal amplifiers. Again, tell me you play Final Fantasy XIV without telling you to play Final Fantasy XIV. No words to express how thankful I am. Not only are you assisting me with producing the star lens, but you continue to encourage me every step of the way. Well, I kind of elbowed him in the ribs last quest, if I recall. All right, what 6 things must I create? I mean, it's the next thing in the list, but yeah, so the ethereal amplifiers, huh? Oh, I need to probably go spend my white crafter scripts, don't I? Probably should do that. Red pine lumber, snow linen, and saiga leather. I don't have any of these, I don't think. Nope. And they're not sold anywhere. Okay. Well, I need to spend my white scripts. Because I will get another 15,000 on the next turn-in. Could buy materia. I don't think I have... Do I have all the master recipes? I do not. Well, I don't have the newest ones. Now, let me get Master Alchemist. Okay. It'll catch me up on all the master books. The base master books, anyway. Alright. I need to make 6 of these. It's just 6 of each material. I wonder if they're not wicked expansive. I just need a few materials that I do not have myself. Isn't the saiga leather from It's not gathered. This is one of the ones you can buy, I think. I'd probably go ahead and just get these, but if they're really cheap, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine. 6 of them. Bloop. And snow linen. Oh. Even easier. Yeah, if this one is for the Fate turn, it should also be pretty. Yeah, this one's the little more expensive one. That is okay. 4 and 2. Not sure how I'm making what looks to be glass orbs out of leather, cloth, and wood, but who am I to judge creation magic crafting? All right, this is 25.50 basically. Only a little bit above that. Bump those stats up a little bit because I'm only wearing the 500 set gear. This is really cool. I love this. This new little pop-up that shows where your low quality and high quality in this collectability here. What's the rotation looking like? One of these. One of these. Got a free proc. We'll do one of those. And some preparatory. We'll finish that off. Up, free proc. That'll do it. One of those. We got 2 of the durability ones. Should be fine. There we go. Ease peas. Now 5 more times. Welcome to crafting in Final Fantasy XIV, where it's a full-on rotation. And I still can't bring myself to like actually hit hotkeys like a normal rotation, because I feel like if I miss the button, I always click them if I'm not using a macro. Just because if you misclick and like ruin your combo or waste your buff procs or your buff stacks, just so sad. But this is the default way you craft in this game. Putting up buff timing windows. Probably could put up innovation 1 earlier. Well, damn. We'll use a Birgoth's Blessing to top that off. There we go. Not as many procs on this one. Yeah, and the condition changes in the bottom corner there. So different conditions can lead to different actions being used, like procs in a rotation. If you're doing damage, for example. Maybe not in this game. There aren't many, like Red Mage and Dancer. I guess all the ranged have a proc in some way, right? Because I was gonna say even Black Mage technically has a proc. They have the Thunder procs. There we go, 2 more. Well, that we'll just do quality. I didn't open with muscle memory. If you muscle memory and proc the intense synthesis on the first one, you could do a lot of progress, but you need to fill quality before progress. Oops. And you work on your quality bar first, and then you finish the item. Okay. I think most of my... Yeah, here we go. Boom. I think most of my crafting bars are almost the same in their layout, but one day I might have to go through and make them so that all the the similar buttons are on the same ones, because I'm pretty sure they're not. You just get on Culinarian and then take a screenshot and organize all of the crafter buttons, because there are many. You don't use all the abilities. Some of them are so incredibly specialized, they're not used unless you're sort of under geared for crafting. Back to the studium, turn in. And we'll get a cutscene and some story and stuff. But I did finish... Did I finish all the ones from Shadowbringers? I actually don't remember if I did all the Shadowbringers mean quests. Because if you... This is all the stuff... This is all crafter and pseudo-gatherer content. That... I mean, if you did everything yourself, and there are still 4 others in this area, and I've already done 1 to full completion. And then after you finish all of the quest lines, you get another one. All for the crafting gathering folks. Content for them to do. Not even mention this 7 different, soon to be 8 custom deliveries who take, I don't know, 6 weeks to finish their story. All right, bam, 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 bam. My Steam level goes up to 4. We're gonna get a ton of XP, 5.4 million, 2,000 gil, and 1,000 scripts. Bam. Yep. 5.4 million experience points. On top of the fact that each one of those to craft was a 250,000. 242,000. So that was more like 7 million XP just to do 1 crafting quest. Let's finish looking over the last delivery. We are so close to having all the parts necessary to begin assembly. Oh, it's this group of folks. Okay. Hello. Bum, bum, bum. It's Jerome. This is his face in almost every single cutscene I've ever seen him in. These are like... This quest line feels very much that this is the nerd and these are the jocks that are like giving him shit back in college. And you're trying to help Jude be less of a dork, I guess, but you're making a giant telescope. So how is that being less of a dork? You're helping his self-esteem at building this. Uh-oh. Oh, about to say, does Jude have a thing for cat girls? Or for Big Ro? Who are these people? No doubt they're here to extort coin from me. I must report them to the studium's guard post haste. Thinking aloud again, are we? Mm-hmm. There are members of the poetry group I mentioned. What the heck, Jerome? Poetry group? Poetry group? This boy does poetry? I guess he is an Elizin wearing lumberjack pants, so who the hell knows? She just did the butt out nyan nyan. Oh my god. She's speaking to me? Yep. This is how Destora reacts. This is Destora's face. Or Harry's face. If a cat girl ever spoke to them. Right here. Take note. Jude's a little more handsome than both of those boys, though, unfortunately. Of course she's speaking to you. That is, of course, the reason why we're here, is it not? Your poetry group wants to know about the telescope? Do also feel free to drop in on one of our poetry meets sometime, should it strike your fancy. What the hell? So we're on to the last stand. Would you care to join us? Jude's gonna be super introvert energy. Yeah, he talks to himself in these scenes. Yep, yep, yep. Usually this is used as a narrative device in the other Studium quest I did, where it's just explaining what's going on. But in this one, it's Jude talking to himself, like anime voiceover. No, like, growing up, it was so hard. I had to support myself, my Oni-chan. You know, it's that kind of stuff. Jerome is trying to help you. That's why I'm not calling him his Jeremiah or whatever his name is. His name is Jerome. He knows you should have no friends. Wait, he knows you have no friends. Oh, that Jude has no friends and is attempting to coax you out of your shell. You should really be thankful, truly. Oh my god. The row, like, flex cheer thing is so ridiculous. Absolutely not. Okay, introvert status engaged. Apologies, I'm currently in the middle of producing something known as a star lens. Perhaps another time. Owned. What is this nonsense? Come on now, Jude. Join us this one time. Only regret awaits should you continue down this dark path. This dark path of being an introvert. What the heck? This dark path of being an introvert. Trust me, he knows exactly what he's talking about. What the hell? This voice is hype man? Okay, bye. Having to meet new people is quite draining, I must say. However, I'm rather proud of myself. Normally, I would have been so nervous, even the thought of speaking would cause me to lose consciousness. I must be growing. Yeah, this boy's got big shut-in energy. And the whole point of us helping him here is to help him break out of this shell, I guess. Clearly what's going on here. He's an alright lad. But clearly a huge dork. Yeah, you did well. You're improving. You're getting a hold of yourself. You can keep like yelling at him. As I've been doing the bottom action each time. Just to like shock therapy almost. But I am calm. Wait. Did I just speak up for myself? It seems like I changed even more than I initially thought since meeting him. I see. It was a test. No doubt Bay was trying to see just how much I've grown. Is he gonna freak out? He's been freaking out lately. Oh, not about me. Okay. He didn't freak out and hide behind the desk. Also, thanks to Bay, the chocobo in my heart has transformed into a mighty hobgoblin. What? What? This boy. Esteem level increased. Nicer! I'm now a good-natured individual. Nicer. I got some happiness juice. A uniquely sweet drink consisting of an entire squeezed carrot along with an assortment of other scrumptious additions to give it a kick. So it's carrot juice and ... That was another 120k. Alright, what's next? A 10-year promise. Oh, I'll take some giant haddock dip. Too bad it's not high quality. 3. I've yeed my last haw, says Gorek. What the heck? Who was yeeing haws, by the way? Well, around here we haw yees. I don't know. No, around here we help introverted college students make a giant telescope to not be so introverted. That's what we're doing right now, actually. That's what we're helping. So there's no yees being hawed. Last we met, I mentioned there was something I needed to confirm before proceeding. This is something concerning Jerome. Since joining the studium, I had no chance to have a proper discussion with him. There's so much I would like to ask him, such as why he refuses to speak of our vow from 10 years ago, or why he insists so fervently that I drop my studies. It's because he's a Chad and you're a dork and it's college. That's what this whole thing is. For a long time I was too scared to confront him. Thought that if he had truly lost interest in astronomy, maybe he wouldn't have anything in common anymore. And triple dot. Never mind, it's no longer relevant. Thanks to you, our Starlands journey, I've become confident enough to face my fears head on. Plan to meet Jerome and ask him what happened to the promise we made at that exact spot where we encountered the Azure Star in Tranquility. Oh my. Sorry, the anime just slapped me across the face there for a moment. Had to recover. I'm positive that if I ask him to come, Jerome will find another clever excuse to avoid me. Okay. I guess that's fair. Like you find him at Urk's Landing. Oh, I have to go to one of his poetry things. Nah. Nah. Speak with Jerome. I don't know where he is. Over in front of the Leveilleur estate. Okay. Wow, been an hour. Nice. Greens. Okay, acceptable. Greens. Oops. Not a green. A green piece of armor. A blue piece of armor. Gloam boots. Oh my. Well. Luncheon toad leather. Luncheon leather. Oh, okay. What's this craft into? Works in some of the durium stuff. Okay. Well, I am not going to use it. What the heck's the high quality ones going for? 5,000 a piece. Okay. Anyone want some swag valance? Anyone? Got some swag valance here with some matching cushions. Anyone? Swag valance. Anyone? No? What an item name. Wait, hide the boots from Nick? Those boots are, they're boots though, not a shirt. He's only interested in shirts. Nick only cares about articles of clothing that are in the T section of the torso. So neck to waist, and then mid bicep to mid bicep. Only that area of your personage. No other area matters. Hello. Who are you and what do you want from us? Oh my god. This is college. You're the other craftsman helping out the facility of astronomy. I take it you're not here to recite poetry. Well, looking for Jerome. Sure, I can point you in the direction, but you have to do something for me first. What the hell? There's this girl. She spurned my advances a few days ago. Cockshore student. This boy, look at this guy's hair. Who wore it better? This guy or Ezra Miller? You can see you're also flabbergasted to learn she rejected a dashing young man like myself. You're also huge. Even before it's like a Lalafell or something and it's weird. He needs a set of classy writing utensils. I want you to craft them for me. Okay. Ask this boy right next to me for materials. He still owes me a rather large sum of gold. We will see that all your expenses are covered. Sorry to get this over with. I cannot stand being indebted to him for a moment longer. Synthesize a set of writing utensils. Can be used to craft a stellar set of writing utensil. Crafting. Writing utensils. It's 25.49. Same as last time. They probably need to be high quality, of course. Free proc off the pull. Okay. No procs. Ease peas. Oh. We'll take that. Oops, wrong button. Good stuff. A set of writing utensils. What's that? What's that? It's an inkwell and a quill? What year is it? This boy's got to write with a freaking inkwell and a quill. Yeah, okay, sure. I know Final Fantasy is like high fantasy and stuff, but we're using freaking like chocobo feathers and inkwells and like calligraphy to write standard. Sure. With this exquisite set, I'll no doubt be able to produce poetry beyond that of the average club member. I don't know if the writing utensil matters. Maybe it's inspiration for him. Or maybe he writes poetry about writing utensils. That could be it. Oh, the Scholar's Harbor. Real wet blanket, this one. Well, facility to transfer over from again? He's certainly not going to be happy if I told you. You're going to have to ask someone else. Someone's harboring secrets? The utensils you crafted for me are superb. Other than dallying about admiring your handiwork, however, you'd best hurry to Scholar's Harbor. Okay, bye. Right down here by the leave quest turn-in area, it would seem. I do believe I have a mosquito bite on my elbow. That is super annoying. What you doing out here, Jerome? Are you staring wistfully into the ocean for inspiration? Hair in your face? The craftsman working for Jude. What can I do for you? I want to ask you about Jude. No, I need to speak with you. Don't give away the game just yet. I did not say that. Did you read the script? What the heck? There's a hunt train starting up. Hunt train boarding in Lakeland at Fort Yob. Fort Yob. Oh my god, this quest has you just walking around. Heaven forbid. I'll put it on the corner to the Cliff of Tranquility. Outside the Baldessian Annex. Mosquito came all the way from Texas. It worked for me. What the hell? You sent a hitman mosquito to bite my elbow? It's a little creepypasta right there. Is that what you do for work, Gorek? You work with Mosquito Man? You're a mosquito blood assassin? I don't know. All right. In the shadow of the great statue of Thaliak. It's on its way to Ben now? Oh, okay. I suspected as much. Of course, I don't need to be suspicious. You've always been 2 steps ahead of me. Even so, you still came. Monka S. I have words for you that have been left unsaid for far too long. How old are these boys? They're in college. Why did you quit the faculty of astronomy? I, Triple Dot. 10 years ago, we made a vow at this very spot. We swore together that we'd search for and find the Azure Star together. How would you renege on our promise now? Have you come to hate astronomy? Me hate astronomy? Ha! Please don't be so silly. Finding that star meant the world to me. You'll also be forced to face the truth one day, just as I have. Allow me to warn you before it is too late. The star doesn't exist. But I am 1 summer older than you. I shed blood, sweat, and tears to ensure I'd be able to earn a place to study at the Studium. I kept silent about which facility I was to enter because I had hoped to make some progress towards our goals and surprise you with it once you joined. Upon hearing members were free to use the telescope anytime, I joined the Classical Astronomical Association. The Ka. I plan to devote all my spare time to our investigation. My lord. Okay. For several months, day in and day out, I took the telescope and observed every last corner of the sky without fail. To my utter despair, I was unsuccessful in locating the Azure Star. Even so, I refused to give up on our dream. I thought perhaps a more powerful telescope was required, and so after much negotiation with my professors, I was granted leave to use the finest equipment available in the Studium. Yet for all my effort, all my planning, I could not so much as could not find not so much. What the hell? I could find not so much as a glimmer. That's written so weird. Of that bloody star on the night sky. I grew more weary by the day. I was eventually forced to come to a harrowing realization. The Azure Star doesn't exist. It never did, just as the scholars of the Studium told us back then. We imagined it. Or does it? The Azure Star doesn't exist. If in fact what you say is true, then why not tell me sooner? Same as me. Finding the star meant everything to you. How can I possibly tell you that? So we're going to find it, and we're going to rekindle their friendship, and they're going to bro fist, and Jude's going to go out and do poetry, and then Jerome is going to help with astronomy stuff, and they're going to high five and fade to black. That's 3 quests from now. Maybe. Forgetting that will take time, but it can be done. Yeah, that guy's got good shoes on. Jerome's got some loafers. Promise me, however, you won't forget this, Jude. I am and always will be your friend and ally. Even if I can only see you through one eye. My life without the Azure Star giving me directions and purpose is meaningless. What am I to do? You're the only one who can give your life purpose, or what do you want to do? Him with the number 2. We've always giving bottom answers lately. The more harsh ones for Jude right now. He's a good stern talking to. Also, is his hair green? He's got Joker hair in this lighting? What the? Letting someone or something determine my life's path is the easy way out. I'm the only one that can decide what's right for me. You know what's right also, potentially? You know what?
You know what's right?
If you hit that like button and or leave comments on the videos and or hit the join button. One and or the 2 or all 3. But the like button helps me out here on the channel. Lets the algorithm know you enjoy hanging out with the stream. This week, we're probably going to be... I want to play that newish Warhammer 40k game. Is it Battle Sector or something? There's like an RTS-ish kind of one that came out. Looking at. There's also another one coming out next month. Next month? There's one that's an actual like Warhammer 40,000 XCOM. That looks pretty cool. Also, Runeterra, which is the League of Legends card game, essentially. I've been playing that a bunch. There's a new PvE mode, kind of like FTL, but you do card battles. And that's been pretty fun. I've only done a few of the matches, but we're going to play that sometime this week as well. Probably going to do a couple extra streams this week. Yeah, I'm talking about Demon Gate, Teddy. That's the one that comes out. Is that June or May? Is it this month or next month? I don't have Steam open right now. But there's also the Battle Sector game that came out a little while ago, like last year. They just launched the Necron pack. So I was thinking of playing some of that as well. And there's also this really cool game called Backpack Hero that I saw. It's this new little indie title. So I might play some of that. So probably be a smattering of things over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, Demon Gate is the Grey Knight XCOM. Yeah. But then, yeah, but Battle Sector also looked pretty good too. This boy's hair is so pea yellow. Just absolutely ridiculously pea yellow. Bum 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 bum. We run. We ride. Run. I haven't played Cyberpunk in a while. I played like 50-ish hours of Cyberpunk, and then Harry gets back into the game, downloads a ton of mods. I think he's probably done an entire 100+ hour playthrough in the time that I have not been playing Cyberpunk. That boy games. I think after this quest is complete, we're ready for some combat stuff because we've been talking for quite some time. And this should be that was the craft for this quest. There'll be no turn-ins for this one. If ever Jerome, oh crap. No, I moved my, damn it. Oh, and I clicked again. There's a chance it is out there, just not observable with the tools that were at his disposal. The journey we're about to embark upon is as dark and uncertain as the flight through a starless night sky. Regardless, I shall not give up. This is a dream I've pursued for a decade. I cannot walk away without a fight. Alone, I would have no hope of continuing Jerome's work, but with you by my side, perhaps I can accomplish that which even he has not. May I count on your continued assistance? I can't leave you to your own devices, can I? You're just gonna hide behind the desk. There you go. Yeah, there's two or three of these. More of this anime talk is so goofy. His continued encouragement has really lit a fire in my heart. It feels as fierce as a bomb. Oh my god. Yeah. Because the next, we have to do the Ethereal Conductors. And then the Star Lens Wands. This might be a one-off. Yeah, this is going to be a one-off. This is going to be a 6 turn-in. But that's Leatherworker a level away. So these last 2 quests will definitely finish that off. Alright, let's see. What's of course we're capped on the big tomestones. I've already used them. I bought tank gloves this week. Yeah. Bought tank gloves. We're there, we're good. I need to do a 4th circle just to keep working on, because you never know. It's the only way you can slowly get weapons for your other alt jobs. So let's do one of those, shall we? to a little fourth circle. Asphodelos. I need to go pick up more bounties so that I can start doing them on my red mage. Or hunt, rather. Let me bring up Steam real quick. There's a few games I had in my wish list that I was looking at. Let's see. Yeah, so we're here with 40,000 Battle Sector. And then Chaos Gate Demon Hunter. Oh, Chaos Gate comes out May 5th. Okay, maybe we'll jump into that on day one. What's May 5th? Is that Friday? That's Thursday. I thought this game came out a little later. Oh yeah, okay. I'm not a huge... I mean, one of the voices of one of the main characters in Chaos Gate is voiced by Andy Serkis, so let's go. It's a pretty big budget game. Complex Games? What have Complex Games made? They only have this game on... Wow. I'm not a huge Space Marine stan, but if it's a good 40k game, then I'm in. Yeah, there's also Battle Sector, which is pretty good. And then... Oh, okay. Probably should start on my combo first. Gunbreaker has so many buttons. We did it. We did the opener. Oh, come on. I was trying to move him before the Pine Axe started casting, but... It's off timing my continuation now then. This guy. Such a weird boss. He stops so many times. I'm also one cartridge short of my rotation right now. Oh my god. I was trying to move him like 17 times. There we go. That's him turning. Tank cleave on me. My continuation is all drifted now because of trying to move the boss and failing. Have to hold my no mercy here for a moment. Poison. Yeah, I was off by a whole global still there. Away from the front, he's doing the hell skewer. There. Come on, Something like in the middle of the room, just back here. Ow. Bellone coils. We're resynced a little bit. There we go. Pretty sure I hit my self-shield like 9 times right there. East Edge Sword. And again. Cloak. Oh, I broke my combo. Sad. North Edge Sword. Too many buttons. Not enough time. I can't that one. I tried to get the DPS one, but could not. He has a raid wide right now, right? Nope. Tank Buster. What's up, Destora? How was lunch at work today, Destora? What'd you have? Chick-fil-A? Wendy's? Jersey Mike's? This is the raid wide. A little late on that. So are we doing GM stuff tonight, my man? After raid? Water time? This is where I was going. Sorry, raid. We do be having that limit break though. Oh my god, so many buttons. I don't even need to get all those even in no mercy windows. Unless you bait the mercy window early. So many little mini cooldowns. Oh, you... I walked into the spikes. I couldn't see because of the damn limit break. Ah! The boss is dead, but that stupid limit break, I couldn't see to sidestep my own orb, so I went a little bit too far to the left. Alright, thank you for the res. Oh man. So dumb. So stupid. Good grief. You won't be 1517 until tomorrow. I need 200,000 XP or I have... Okay. You need helm and gloves and 200k XP. Well, what, I guess I keep forgetting it's freaking Monday. What, do you have any more seasonal challenges left that are open? It's still Monday. Monday, we can still do trials. If you haven't done, I think you already did that, you probably already did that, that seasonal challenge though. That's where you get most of your experience. Is the seasonal challenge XP bumps. They're just ridiculous. So we could work on some of those tonight after raid. Could do that. We had Subway for lunch. Ugh. Subway for lunch. I guess what's sub? Does the game have a DBM-like add-on or program you can install? There is, Gorek. I don't know if you don't see it because it's an overlay. Yeah, you don't see it in my my game capture, right? But it is called ACT. It is tied to, well, it's this. Hold on. I recorded my videos. It's right here. So this is the damage meter, which add-ons in Final Fantasy XIV are quite different than in World of Warcraft. Mostly meaning that there are not the same kind of add-ons. Because yeah, if I bring up Garlemald right now, you're not going to see it, right? Oh, you can see it. Okay. There's this interface that is in-game. But like the stuff that I have is like automatically shows you where treasure maps are. Or gives you a load screen. Well, you, instead of having the black screen when you zone into somewhere else. Right? Or there's like the sound filter, which I've turned off a few of the warrior or tank healing chime noises. Right? There's the combo plugin that helps put your like 1, 2, 3 combos into individual buttons. I have that right now for Keen Edge, for example, and my AoE, my Demon Slice. But not every, I don't do it for every single tank. It depends on the tank. So there really isn't a lot of add-ons in this game that do more than a few quality of life tweaks. But ACT is a huge damage meter that is used on many games, not just 14. It's used on many games. Look at Bob AFK crafting. Many games ACT supports. The difference there is that add-ons in 14 are not thumbs up by Square Enix. They are accepted and okay to use if you never use them to go after or have some kerfuffle with other players, basically. And obviously not to cheat, because there are people that are cheating in PvP right now, for example. So you can use them, but you cannot abuse them. Because if you get reported for using add-ons in this game, you can be permanently banned, essentially. And we use ACT to, you know, see what our progression is like, you know, see where we're at with each other. Because we also use Final Fantasy logs for more in-depth stuff, but for live, you know, understanding of where we are in our 8-man squad, it helps us out with learning. And since we're still learning the game so much, that we do use it as a tool. But as ACT, there's a plugin called Cactbot, like Cactar, which does have a pseudo DBM style. But the thing is, with this game, only a few mechanics can ever be like told like what to do. There's a few that are really important that it does, but a lot of it is just it's timers, like DBM timers, so you know what abilities are going to happen. That's the main thing I like using it for. It helps me out with healing cooldown timings, or the raid wide is in 8 seconds, so I don't have to remember every little thing about these encounters. It's totally possible to do them without. Some of the best players in the world probably don't use it at all. Others might, I don't know, because it's not really something that you have to really, it doesn't do as much as DBM or bigwigs in World of Warcraft does or did. It's helpful a little bit, but you still have to remember how a mechanic works, or where to go with a certain mechanic, or how to rotate for this one, or where to stand for that one, or what this one does. Because all it might do is say, what I was saying last time I was just on Hesperos, it would alert me to when a tank buster was happening, but I can see it visually when the tank buster was happening. But because I know there was a timer for it, at least I knew it was coming up in 5 seconds beforehand, so then I could plan a cooldown or something like that. That's all it can really do. It's pretty lightweight in comparison. Pretty lightweight in comparison. But I mean, I've got it installed because I like the timer bars. I'm just used to it for 15 years of playing World of Warcraft. You get into a flow with these games. If you watch our first 3 Savage kills, the videos are here on YouTube, they're definitely a lot sloppier than we do them now. Those were our first kills, after all. But like here, we can do one of these real quick. Let's do this. Hang on. So we first got our door. We first doored Hesperos because of our wacky raid schedule. Took us between 14 to 15 raid hours, but we got the boss to the second phase on the 29th of March. So over a month ago. We still haven't done the last part of the fight yet because we only get to raid so little every week right now. Or we lose days, or we can't do a raid here, or whatever. But good to know we can do it. We're still like a few percent. I don't want to listen to past me. That's weird. Don't listen to past me. But this is the raw footage from our first. I haven't cut this and put it online yet. But say for example, you can't see it because again it's an overlay. It doesn't actually interact with the game. I've actually made this screen region here to show the damage meter on screen because I want it for archival purposes, because then eventually going back to watch these videos in I don't know how many year or two from now or whatever, it'll be neat to see what damage we are doing in comparison to what damage we do later on as we get better with the game and as gear changes and whatever. It gives you a different baseline, and it gives you the ability to look at this live number compared to better players and helps us learn. But so this mechanic here, okay, so for example, the Cactbot ACT plugin right now will just basically tell us, it'll say like get debuff or get tether. Now, if you don't know what that means, it doesn't really help you because you have to do the other ability as well. Leading up to the first part of this phase in Savage, the boss does these 4 wide AoE hits. These Well, this is the overall raid-wide decolation. But then he'll do Blood Rake on 4 people. In this case, it was support, so it was healers and tanks. Which, if I'm remembering it right off the top of my head, we haven't been here in a couple of days. If you get hit by the first Blood Rake in the succeeding mechanics, that means you are taking the tether. And if you get hit by this second Blood Rake, which will cast right here, which is also on support, tanks and healers, we cannot have a debuff. So I think this means that we can't take either. Because this looks like, you can't take either now. So what we do, because there are 4 permutations of this positioning. At least 4, right? If not 2, if not 4. So now, supports can't take tethers and can't have debuffs. So, the 4 of us stack up. Debuffs go out. This is the roll call. This blue and green, or green, blue and green? Green and red debuff. I'm not colorblind, I swear. The way this debuff then works is if you pass it to someone for 15 seconds later, you can't pass it or accept it again. So when all 4 of us that can't have it stack up, it'll pass. Like you see right here, the debuff on me is the actual one. The debuff on Bob and Ben is the one that you cannot pass again. Meaning that it's still going to be on like Phaedron and me, right? But Teddy got his over here, the sphere going around him, and Duin got one over here. Means that Destora and Dalthir have to swing by our group to take the other 2 debuffs off of us, which they do. Dalthir goes in. Destora goes in. Okay, they take our debuffs off of us because we can't have those debuffs before the next ability goes off. Now, if you have those debuffs, you physically can't pass them to debuff carriers. So then the 4 of them stack up in front of us. The way you bait tethers in this game is that they can tether to any person. And if you stand in front of the 4 other targets that can't have them with 4 eligible targets that can, the game will pick those 4 people. So now everyone has a tether. We do not have a tether. We do not have debuffs because they were passed off of us. Everyone here has a debuff. They fan out because it's like a 15 yalm explosion that happens just in a moment here. Kablam. You can't be hit by more than 1 of these. If you're crossed over like a Venn diagram into them, you will die. And that's how you do the mechanic. But this whole long-winded... Right, yeah, sorry. So who doesn't get hit by Blood Rake does the... yeah. If you're hit by them, it determines one of the 2 abilities you can't have. So first hit is no tether, second hit is no debuff. In the first one, anyway. It gets a little more complicated when towers come in. But this whole thing is a long-winded explanation to try to give Gorek some understanding of what the tool in Final Fantasy XIV that helps you with. All it would have said was get tether or get debuff, but none of the movement, none of how to pass off. Obviously, you learn the understanding of how these mechanics work, but none of the spread afterwards, none of that. It'll give you the timer of when the casts would start, but that's the difference in information. A lot of information in 14, you just have to learn and remember. And that's just the first mechanic, or in Final Fantasy terms, the first dance, because a lot of mechanics in 14 are very dance oriented. It's you go in a pattern and do a certain orientation of movements or handoffs or tether grabs or meteor soaks or group soaks or point blank AoE dodges. Those happen like in a rhythm where there's usually raid damage and then a dance, and then raid damage or a tank buster and then a dance, and then it kind of alternates. Obviously in the ultimate fights, the hardest ones in the game, which is the one that people are currently still working on right now. I guess the world first happened earlier today for the new Dragon Song Ultimate. See, we used to that whole big dance mechanic, and then there is a raid wide. It's sort of the pacing of how the harder encounters in this game go, is the time between those events will just shorten. Because in the ultimate, which is the one step above Savage, the timings of abilities just happens faster, basically. So instead of having these longer breaths of time, you go dance into soak, into handoff, into tower, into move, into damage window, into move, like I said, I mean. And it's very much this dance. That's all how 14 fights are. So this is our first Savage tier as a free company. So we've obviously played tons of World of Warcraft before this, but what I keep saying about 14 to WoW's difficulty is that it's harder and easier at the same time. Harder because you have to remember a lot more of how to do something, because you don't have the same sort of tools and information bloat that happens in WoW. This even came up in a recent interview. It's part of my notes for the Dragonflight. I'm making like 2 different Dragonflight news kind of update videos, but it came up in the interview recently with Ian that he realizes that add-ons and boss mods are doing too much. They're giving too much to players. Because if you watch the Race to World First that recently just happened for the sepulcher of the first ones, there was, I mean, I remember back in Archimond when that like crazy laser light show thing was going on. Granted, because the proliferation of information in WoW has gone up so much, players can use weak auras, bigwigs, DBM, etc. to tell them so many mechanical cues and timings and how to do this or where to move here, or even the Archimond thing again, where to fucking stand so that your laser beam bounces and doesn't bounce with all the red arrows and lines on your screen, all the crisscross applesauce crap. They have to design mechanics. Blizzard has to design mechanics that are so like over the top, because the player power from knowledge is so vast. Like you learn so much in game from weak auras telling you what to do, or marking targets on where to go, or how to move here, how to move there, how to move this, how to move that. And 14 doesn't have the same level of it. There are hard mechanics, but you have to remember how to do all of them. And this whole stage right here, this is four stage set or whatever it's called. This is 4 elements: fire, which is a split healer group soak; poison, spread, every single person gets hit with a solo soak; water, which is a middle knockback; and the lightning, Pinax, which is a get away from middle, damage fall off. This took us the longest to learn because there are so many iterations of this pattern, because you always will have lightning or water will never be together, but you'll have like lightning poison or lightning fire or water poison, right? And it'll always go AA and then BB. So lightning fire and then water poison or whatever. And it can be any of those combinations. But the second one you get, the first one we do right now is easy. It's lightning and poison. So away and spread. Easy. Boom. Everyone gets hit by the goo. That's fine. Move back to the middle of the room. However, now, the second time this happens, just as an example before I stop rambling, now we know we just had away and spread. That's lightning poison. We now have water fire. It's always the other thing that didn't happen. There's some randomness in 14, but WoW has tons of it. Spell queuing, when a spell goes off. Does this spell go off first? No, this one supersedes that one. This one waits for the other spell to happen, but then this one cast on this one, and this one went off a different time this pull, and he did this thing earlier because we pushed him 1% faster this time because of RNG, so this ability happened earlier. There's so much less of that crap in 14 that doesn't happen. The fights have a lot of A or B of this mechanic. So you need to learn a mechanic fully, but then have a variation ready to go in your head. Now, the second half of this Pinax combo is going to be water and fire. So it's going to be knockback, which you can immune, and split group soak. So it's light parties because the healers get targeted with the fire. But now this is northern. The one is north. He will do a weapon combo, a weapon or cloak. So this is northern facing, I believe. Oh no, southern facing. We're running to 3 here. But it's sword. His sword is glowing. That shows you what, if it's either sword glowing or cloak glowing. Sword is a giant cone AoE from the point that he picks, which is, we're heading to 3. Or cloak is a knockback from the point that he picks. The boss also just says it. Like it says Southernly Shift here, the cast time. So the cast says it, and the dialogue that pops up will say it. So you get 2 little tells for it. But normally you just look at the cast bar. So Southernly Shift. But knockback goes out with this. So it's going to be knockback, boss teleports, does weapon ability, and then second Pinax goes off. So you have to remember all this stuff. And like the add-on can't tell you how to do this whole thing. I think all ACT can tell you right here is south, which the game also tells you south. If you're used to, of course, that like, you know, ding, that raid ding to like make your eyeballs and your boomer brain look like, again, just to give you that's what I'm used to from raiding in World of Warcraft for a decade and a half. It helps me remember because I'm just so used to that motion of like raid ding, there's something going on, right? So it helps in those small moments. But I still have to know what water's doing, what fire is coming afterwards, what weapon he's using, where we're going, which is what is helped by, and all these other things you have to remember. So now we move to 3. Our Surecast on the move to 3 here. But it's sword, so I have to stand off to the side, but you can't stand in the square that is blowing up because you'll die. So you can't stand in the water square. So you have to move to this side. Water goes off. In this example, Duin did not hit arm's length early enough and gets knocked into the wall and dies. This is our first door we ever did on this, so it's still probably a little rough compared to now. This phase is, the whole first part of this fight is nothing now. It's so muscle memory. So water goes off. Fire is primed. He teleports. That's the sword hit goes off. Swing swang. Now it's the 2-party soak, which my group always goes to the spine or whatever. I'm pretty sure I don't die here. Did I move or did I die? I did not die. I should have moved more to the left. I don't know how I didn't get killed by the fire there. That was too risky, but I mean, first time. And then yeah. That's the second dance, and that was a tank buster. So that's just a long-winded, because I don't ever answer questions quickly, I guess. Tons of context, I suppose. That is answering your question, Gorek. There is a tool to help with that if you are more used to it, but it's not going to, it doesn't give you the whole story. It doesn't give you the keys to the kingdom, as it were. It gives you the key ring, I suppose, but you got to put the keys on it, remember which keys go to what, and then use the keys at the right time. Something like that. But that is a explanation of how that works in comparison to all of our time playing World of Warcraft, I suppose. Hopefully that answers your question. But we can tell you how to get it set up, and you can totally install it and see if it helps. I know Gret just did the other day because he's still learning, and if you've played WoW for a decade plus, you're definitely used to that big wings, ding, boing, run away, little girl, run away. You know, that kind of crap. They're used to whatever the cadence of mechanical alerts. And if you raid in Final Fantasy XIV, some people, I know Thadrin doesn't want to use that at all, and he doesn't. But that does result sometimes in if he forgets a thing and we don't make a call, that he's died to some things before, or not moved to the exact right position. Not that he needs the ding or the dong or the timer bar saying that he needs it, but it's a lot to remember sometimes. which is why the mental fortitude on these people doing ultimate and figuring out the ultimate encounter, it's, I don't even know how long, 16, 18, 20 minutes of pure combat. You're remembering 30 to 40 dances over the course of that in combat time, while you're also doing your rotation at the highest level because you have to push damage so hard in this endgame activity. The other thing about ultimates, we're gonna shoot some laser beams real quick here. The other thing about ultimates is that, which is so refreshing to watch, is in WoW, you have to gear. And even when you're raiding Mythic, which is the highest gear in the game, you're gearing as you're raiding, right? And so you're always at this like push and pull with, spoiler dungeon, this push and pull with gearing, and the gear curve, as you gear, the content gets easier. And that's how that game's teeter-totter works. But in 14, Ultimate, if you classify it as the hardest piece of content in the game, there is power with it, but only a little bit. It's literally the same weapon, just with one more materia slot that looks cool. And glam. It's also because obviously glam. But the hardest content in Final Fantasy XIV, if you're classifying it as ultimates, is gear locked. You have to have best in slot gear, at least right now. You need BIS to even do it, and there's no way to make it any easier right now, because you're at gear cap. You're literally at the maximum allowable gear you can wear, period. The only way it'll get easier over time is class changes, buffs and things, and food and tinctures, like consumables over time that get a little stronger will give you a little more secondary stat, you know, a little more primary stat, that kind of thing. But it's always locked. It's locked eye level. So even if we go back finally, when we start doing ultimates and doing the older ones, Uwu, Ukab, and T, that's what their shorthand names are, their acronyms. Even when we go back and start doing those ultimates, you can't overgear it really. They are way easier now, again, like I said before, because of class changes and food and tinctures are stronger now. But like, you can't hardcore overgear stuff when it's current. It doesn't exist. There's no way. And that's the major difference between the two games, I would say, with their hardest content, is that in World of Warcraft, you eventually scale to the gear. Because if you're fully mythic geared up, then you're at the eye level of the content that drops. So you're on even footing, if not, you're overpowered for at that point. Like, you're more powerful than the content is scaled for, and you don't get that in 14 Ultimates. You're always at the power level it was designed for. Which is why it's spicy. It's definitely spicy. Anyway. Told you it was going to be a boring stream. Oh, I moved too early. Rip. It needs me rambling on about the differences between 14 and WoW rating, I guess, to my understanding. It was almost 15 minutes to Stora. That's for Dragon Song. The 14.55. So basically 15 minutes. My brother in Hydaelyn, please help. Hold on, I got dinged by that when I was moving around with the Dorito. Go on this way. So 15 minutes, huh? That's a little shorter than The Epic of Alexander then? Damn it. Getting clipped. Looking at chat too much. Glancing. Because wasn't Epic of Alexander, like, isn't it 18 to 21 somewhere in there? And Uu and Ukob now are quite quick, right? Compared to how they used to be. So a Final Fantasy version of DBM exists, just not as generous as it comes to the... Yeah. That could have been an easy way to answer that question, but I don't do short answers, I guess.
And the very last of them wish they had never...
I like to help explain, you know, the Weather 2s and the Y4s. My eyes? Please, Square Enix. Medion, please.
In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease.
Yeah, we can give you links to it and
Before destroying the self-same
there's a little
lives
video
of the
tutorial on how to install it. If you would like, by all means. Yeah, we can give you a easy link to it. That's fine. Wah, bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Bow. So 15 minutes. The fight definitely, I was wondering how long it was going to be, considering every time I was catching up on like Whoops or Momo's progress or Mr. Happy or whatever.
Its people sought ever greater freedoms no matter the cost.
There was so many like, oh, another phase. Oh, another phase. But all those phases are like
They tried
like 2-3 minutes long. They're all kind of quick. Wow. Laser beams. Many laser beams. Handle it. You know what? Just for shits and giggles. Blech. I never use big laser beam that often. That's Numa, right? What it's called? Yeah, Numa. Bum bada bada bum bada bada bum bada bada bum. Yeah, I want to install that. I don't know if I want to look at. I gotta look at the new Hydaelyn UI or Material UI. I want to get one of those UI skins. They look nice. Adrian has one of them installed. I missed the Trick Attack window. No. His big robot. Ooh. Where's that Trick Attack window at? I heard it. I heard the bong bongs. the 1 minute window. Little short cast here. We all just short casted that. Nice. Oh, mistimed it. It was a little too early. Probably get the instant hit right in there as the damage event happened, but nope. Trick attack is up. Blam, blam. Oh. Chose the left. That was the big red circle there. Do they want the res with the weakness, or do they not want the weakness res? I'm never sure. I will wait a moment after the fight expires to see if they would like a res. No, cool.
And when one asked, what is
If you take a res, you get the weakness, the stats down. Yeah, so normally if like I won't accept res, I'll just run back, because you'll have 25% damage down for the next minute and a half of trash to make it take longer.
Still existed a star without strife. Where none remembered life's trials or its joys.
Damn, no crit shield. Put both of my healing amps into it, and no crit. Unfortunate. Give me them greens. Need more material boxes. Yo, tech step on trash. Let's go. That's one thing you notice sometimes when you run a bunch of roulettes is people that just like don't use their cooldowns on trash packs, but that's like where you gain the most multiplicative bonus. Or people that don't use like caster LBs and ranged LBs on trash packs. Hopefully the dancer blasts LB here soon, just to chew through this big pack of tree cats. Damn, no crits. Ugh. Yeah, let's go. Dancer LB. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's just the ranged LB at that point. Big damage. Yeah, that ranged LB just did like 18% of the pack's entire health pool. Like overall, 18% of our damage on this whole pack. And that only is going to be, I got poisoned. You're not going to use a melee limit break normally because it's a single target. You'll only use a ranged for the column nuke or a caster for the giant FU circle.
Most gentle of beasts.
No, I had the wrong target selected. Uwu is about 12. T is 15. Ukab, fastest kill. Oh, Ukab is still 16 minutes? Even right now, really?
Its steps were light, and
Damn.
its gift was as painless as it was beautiful.
16 minutes still. Holy crap. Huh. Many laser beams. Now those are like fastest kills that are logged right now to store. Is that what you looked at? So yeah, that puts Dragon Song right there then with all of them.
Bathed in its golden glow.
Obviously, ultimate weapon,
Happily ever after.
ultimate is the fastest one. I'm surprised Ukab is still that long. It's 16 minutes, even with player power growth over time. Current fastest times. Huh. How is Ukab still the longest one? It must have like intermissions and like RP that must make the time longer. Like moments where you're not doing anything or you're like attacking ads or something. Maybe. I know that's part of why T is also pretty long too, because the Epic of Alexander, there are moments where you are there's like RP, like the time manipulation crap. So there's oops. Moments where you're like not doing something or you're locked in animations or whatever, right? Big laser. Blah. No, the ninja. I haven't been using my mana regen. Really. Let's get some mana back real quick, shall we? There we go. Suddenly, mana. Hello? Ixicole? I thought I hit it like 3 times. There we go. The ninja said "fack." Yeah, they got caught glancing. Got blasted. GG's. That was a very fast dead ends run. Was it 18 minutes? Little less than maybe. Quite quick. Most player run dungeons are in that 12 to 18, 13 to 20. You do the trust dungeon, they're all like 30 minutes long. But they're also insta-queue, I suppose. Got a few greens for the green vault. And we're at 38 material containers, 38 of them. Need much more. Memphisang lumber, what the hell? Quick exploration. Looking for green gear. Come back with a piece of wood. What the hell? Piece of metal? What is going on? A random rhodium ingot. What the? I'm being trolled? Okay. Got 1 green back. Terrible. The longest times are roughly 2 minutes longer. Damn. Damn. You don't feel like cooking, Gorak? You didn't feel like cooking last night either. What did you actually end up getting? Did you go to Wendy's? Did you get peer pressured? You're talking about in Discord, we did our We did our Unreals. And then you were craving a Baconator, as you put it. Oh, you went to Whataburger. Okay, okay. I see. Oh, yeah, I didn't check. This is like 2+ hours ago. I did my Doma turn in already? Yes. Do I have the Queen Butt Stallion at the house real quick. Let's go back. Get the Queen Butt Stallion checked in and checked back out. Gotta keep rolling that airship XP. Oh, gotta clean the stables. Nice. Gotta keep the stables clean because Div keeps sleeping there. Unless he wants to sleep in a dirty stable. I don't know. Walk out of the house to go raid time, and there's a freaking giant purple Elysian chicken sleeping underneath or with 2 chocobos. One pecking at his damn head. Alright, sub's good. It was the other Queen Butt Stallion, which is the brand new one. It's all basic. Just needs to grind some XP. XP grinding. Sure, go for it. I think I have enough materials to research the next... Let's find out. I think I have the materials. Materials. So many. I have a lot. I have 19. It should be enough. I don't know which one of the fibers we need. I can't remember. Is it? I don't know if it's lumber or scrap. Probably on lumber now. Birch branch. Let me look. Oh, okay, yeah, we have plenty. Well, we don't have plenty. I only have 22 of the fiber, so I can only do 1. How about the wheel? Empty clusters. Gotta check the list on where empty cluster. Oh, I have those. Wait a minute. Or not? Yeah, we have 11. Little unorganized. So many damn crystals this and clusters that. So we have to go in order, right? So I can only do... Because if I just research the highest level one, can you just make it? I mean, I can't even research the freaking wheel stands anyway, so it doesn't even matter. I mean, look, I have this huge Google spreadsheet here. Because which one is the one? I mean, I'm assuming the highest level one is the one you want, but... Let's look. So prototype 7 is nutriment, permanence, and pilgrimage grade 3. What are those 3? That's reduce. That's reduced rates. Don't need that one. Okay, so proper care 3. That's the durability reduction one, and meat and mead. Okay, so that one is good. So I'll always get more. I need so many. I need to start. I was farming the resin first. So that means does the 6 have? Is 6 the XP one? Is that efficiency? I have to look at the actual item and then look at the buff it gives. They're all on Gamer Escape here. If it wants to load. Nope. Which one? Nope. 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 Was it 5? What the heck? Is wheel prototype 5 the XP one? It must be. Yep, it is. Okay. This one. And you want all of them. But I can't get all of them this moment. Okay. So those are those. I should go over here. Oh. So here's proper care 3. And meat and mead 3. These are the raid buff ones you put up. More food buff time and durability loss. Prolonged gear wear. Increased meal benefit. And then... yeah, Heart of Battle 3. This is the 15% XP one. Which many of us aren't... well, people are still leveling stuff all the time. But now, so I can make those. However, I need the wheel stand to be high enough, which I need empty clusters. They're market prohibited though, so I can't buy them. I can only get them. And I'm wondering if you just need the highest level one to fit the most wheels. We have a bunch of red clay as well, and I still have plenty of resin. Need empty cluster. So once the ships come back, may have to look into the empty cluster path. And one of the ships is almost 50. I think the turquoise carbuncle. Turquoise. Well, it doesn't actually tell you what level it is. Still not back for another day. Oh, 47. So yeah, almost there. So once the carbuncle hits 50, I mean, I can prep this beforehand. I've already kitted out the flying buttress with... in the huge Google document of airship and submersible breakdowns, it gives you all the different like end game ship patterns. So I made, this is the Enterprise and the Tatanora one. Of the 4 that is suggested to build, this is the first one I worked on. This is the first end game ship. So it's max favor surveillance. But yeah, Enterprise with the different forecastle here. But man, even just doing that, it's such a... everything in this game is a whole different ball of wax. Everything you have to do takes so much time investment. None of it is hard. It's just like you just have to get the materials. You have to put the materials in. You have to craft the item. That, I bought the one piece that wasn't Enterprise because we couldn't make it yet. But to gather all the materials, I both gathered by hand and bought if they were cheap. To make 3 ship pieces probably took me about 2.5 hours. That's all I was doing. was making a spreadsheet, checking the materials, finding where they come from, check the market board, see if there's the cheap ones. What do I need that I can craft? What do I already have? What do I can go get really quickly and then craft into the components? What do I need? Because you need hundreds of things to make these fabrications. And it's cool. It's just absolutely bonkers. Because like, say for this one piece of Enterprise, right? So for the first stage, you need 30 ingots, 30 steel ingots, 30 cobalt rivets, 30 cobalt joint plates, and 9 garland steel. And that's phase 1. You need to do 3 phases. Then you need rivets, 30 rivets, 18 ingots, 30 more plates, 9 more dark steel ingots, and then 30 more mithril rivets, 9 dark steel plates, 30 mithril ingots, 18 rose gold, and 30 clear glass. Now, I had to look up because different ones come from different vendors where you can just go buy them for gold gil at like the Beast Tribe vendors, or you have to get the raw materials and then make them. But some of these require, like freaking garland steel requires an A component, and then you make that into the B component, and then B component goes into the C component. It's a whole thing. You could spend hours and hours and hours gathering and crafting if you're into that stuff. It's so cool that that's supported in the game and is that vast. But sometimes you're like, just buy the thing for $1.5 million gil and get it over with. Sometimes just like, just end it. Just click the button. Click the button. Let's go. Speaking of let's go, there are some, I forgot which one it is. It's South Shroud Quarry Mill? No. Little Alamigo. Work on some beast tribes here for the last little bit of the stream today. Cause I gotta slowly work on doing this freaking thing. No, this, yes, Ring of Ash. Let me out. Because one of the beast tribes that you can buy a bunch of ship parts from is over here. And the other one is the Ixal, this right here, where you can turn in stuff for XP with them, and you can turn in stuff from all of the crafters. ARR beast tribes. All right. What's up, Fibub? What can I help you with today? Very good. Very good. Thank you for the ventures. Very good. All right. Head to the Tempering Grounds in northern Zarnrak and use the Sacred Ash to subdue the Tempered. Also obtain caches of Ranger weapons, Hunter Spear, Stalker's Bow, and use the Smoldering Ash to extinguish the beacons. Extinguish? I gotta extinguish the beacons. Don't forget to extinguish ash. There's 2 different types of ash in my bag. I didn't click the right one. Get extinguished. Haha. Got him. Tempering Ground. Now I have to use the other ash to subdue, I think. Indeed. Auto attack you? Doesn't do any damage. I just... if I use any ability, you'll just die. So like, okay, that was enough. Wrong ash. No? Do I have to use it on them? Or like, bonk? Oh, okay. You can get another low HP and then you can use it. Gotcha. They get stunned. Cool. I was my WoW brain was kicking in there. You have to low HP a mob, but you're higher level, and if you just hit them and kill them, you can't get quest progress. But they thought of that in 14. You just blast them to low HP, and then you get a stun window that you use the quest item on. Schmott. That's so heckin' schmott. This is ARR stuff, dude. This is 10 years old. Maybe 9. What's up? Blech. Don't forget to extinguish the beacon. Yep, that's what we're doing. I have to extinguish the beacon. I don't know why that came out so weird. Oh, these guys too? Oh, I need to, they have things. Blast it. Oh, that was easy. There are one more beacon over here. Big extinguish. There we go. Okie dokie. Need to go get the ranger weapons from the coffers. Do one of these. So I got one more. Splash. Very good. Heading over this away. Oh yeah, these. Crude gold coffer. Nailed it. Gotta untemper whoever's at this tempering ground. Hello? Blam. Yeah. Pardon me. These poor low-level mobs. Blech. There we go. Need one more beacon. Over here somewhere. Oh, yeah, there it is. There we are. Good, good. Splash. You've done it. It has been done. Let's go turn these in real quick. We'll turn these in, and it would so sidetrack with just continuously doing something today. For the last almost 3 hours, I forgot to do some strange history, so we'll do that in just a moment. Is Charlie out there in the woodwork still hanging out? Charlie with helping me and correcting me on the mechanic from Hesperos, appreciate it. But are you out there to pick a page number for us? Yeah, so this guy right here has a whole bunch of raw materials, and as your rep goes up with the Emolja, there'll be more to get, and it sells a lot of the things you can just go out here and just buy from Gil, and it'll be way easier just to do it that way than not. I could do my fairy dailies, but if Charlie is not hanging out to pick a page number, I'll find someone else to pick a strange history page number. Okay, eye camera, that eye camera, eye camera. Carbuncle. All right, who would like the page number? If Charlie's not here, first come, first serve. Strange history time. Let's get some knowledge going on. Anyone can claim a number between 1 and 204. Between 1 and 204. 78 and 222. Wait. This boy trolling. Maybe two of them. Make up for lost time. 78. Aha. Here we go. That one hasn't been picked yet. So Gorex here. It's the second. This one is called Master of Puppet. Hang on. We'll go back to first person. Because the art is funny. Not that little guy. Master of Puppet. That looks like Gorek in another 30 years, actually. John Hill of Hawkstone Park in, I guess it's Shropshire, England, had a puppet for a hermit, literally. That's because his real hermit, Father Francis, had died after living for 14 years in a cave at Hawkstone, sporting the requisite long beard and contemplating an hourglass to the delight of passers-by. What the hell? After Hill's search for a suitable replacement failed, he instructed his servants to build him a life-sized replica of Father Francis. The new Francis turned out to be distinctly less animated than his predecessor. Duh. But Hill had a solution for that as well. He hired a man to crouch behind the dummy and make it stand up whenever a visitor approached. The operator would then recite poetry while moving Francis's mouth with a string. What the hell? Only in England. What the hell? That's super weird. Looks like Scrappy. This looks like Scrappy, not Gorek. Maybe. Could be. Yeah, 204 max data, yeah. 203. Almost the end of the book. 203 has not been... This is a good one, Teddy. This is a good one. This is a good one. You know what? It's good. This entry is titled The Whores of Babylon, with an extra footnote. More than 4,000 years ago, ancient Babylonians in modern-day Iraq worshipped the goddess Ishtar, also known as the Great Whore of Babylon. Ishtar was the goddess of war and sexual love, because those go hand in hand, and the most beautiful goddess in the Mesopotamian region. If you wanted to be part of her cult, and everyone did, eyebrows, you had to participate. Every female citizen was expected to go at least once in her life to the temple of Ishtar and offer herself to any male worshiper who paid the required contribution. There was no shame attached to being one of Ishtar's prostitutes. In fact, it was considered a sacred means of attaining divine union between man and goddess. Human beings are weird. Yeah. All right. And we also have 8 oddly named popes, because obviously a history entry about whores and prostitution should be followed up by something about religion. So 8 oddly named popes. Pope Cletus, Fabian, that's fine. Hyginus, Pope Innocent, what the heck? Linus, tech tips. Linus is a pope. Urban, Carl Urban. Carl Urban's ancestors were a pope. Okay, this one's an anime name. Pope Zosimus or Zosimus, probably Zosimus. Oh, these are real. I mean, this book is pretty vetted. Pope Zosimus. That boy's from anime. And then Pope Lando Calrissian. I made up that last word, but the first one is ear. Pope Lando. Okay. Some of those are fine. I bet you probably from the times that they were probably a little more strange, considering when they were alive. Obviously, I guess. Also, during the whores section I was reading there, I looked over at my monitor here because we're still in Fairyland, in Liran or whatever the hell it's pronounced, and looked over, you know, looking at the camera, looked over here. The eye camera picked one of these fairies, but the camera was just this, like it was straight on butt cam. Because it must have picked a player that was talking to them, but the player moved, so it was just fairy butt. While we're talking about whores. Oh man. This should ding my red mage to 80. I started doing more side quests out here in Fairyland. Chipped away at like 5 or 6 of them the other day. The good religion, let's bring it back. And that one dude sounds like an evil anime pope. Yeah, Pope Zosimus or Zosimus, something like that. Totally something you'd hear about like in Shield Hero. We must stop Pope Zosimus and his evil holy magic. Evil and holy. Yep, evil holy magic. Wamana wamana wabana. That shader is messed up. What the hell? What happened? That shader for that mountain loaded really poorly, apparently. It's pretty fricked up. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's not a fwath. That's a person dancing in a costume. Well, on an epic adventure, the intrepid hero is here, a fwath to be reckoned with, evildoers frozen in fear. In the name of joy, he dances his merry jig. Let none keep him from the enchanting flying pig. Enchanted flying pig, I guess. Hey boy, dancing. Oh, Porksy, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. But why must you always flee when I draw near? Why, I ask you... Me bothering the Porksies? Never. The mere thought I could be caught. What the hell? Oh, geez, Rick. All right, see ya. That's one of the rarer ones, I think. One of the rarer daily quests is to the dancing giant fwath. Just the one that really likes being in this land. Oh, this is one of my favorite zones in the game. It looks wild at like dusk, because all the different light pillars and all the lights in the like glowy grass clumps are all lit up across it's like this blanket of spotted stars all over the fields, and then of course the giant fairy wing castle in the distance and all these glowing pillars. Such a cool zone. Yo, it's Zaish. What's up, Bob? You just went AFK crafting, I think. I do believe you just AFK'd out. You have to be pretty weird human for every fairy to avoid you. That is true. And apparently they don't want to engage with that dancing fwath because he's disturbing the Porksies. Yeah. You just missed a strange history lesson, Bob, about whores. So we're raiding tonight, doing in an hour and a half. I can't mount. There we go. We're raiding tonight, and we can raid tomorrow, but Teddy will not be here. So this is potentially until his summer schedule lets up our last current roster with Teddy raid. Because Teddy is busy tomorrow evening. So we can talk about it tonight, but I know we're raiding tonight because we're pretty close. I don't know if we played well enough, we could do it tonight. We only have like a mechanic and a half left. But yeah, Teddy will not be here tomorrow. He is busy. And then we can't do Wednesday because that's when the schedule changes because they just got the bowling. And then we're back again Friday, Saturday. But the Friday, Saturday is the updated stuff. So if we wanted to raid Tuesday, it would be to try to get farm done because we will basically need Friday, Saturday to catch Gret up to speed. And we'll have the slight roster swaps. Because that's Bob doing a different role because he'll be a dancer, right? And Destora will be a samurai, and I'll be healing with Gret. So we have a lot of shakeups. We would need, which I think that would be fine. I would be good for it. I don't know if anyone wants to do an extra day this week, but I would be down because I feel like we might need that time to redoor because we're back to learning quite a few different role positional swaps. Now just swapping roles isn't a terrible difference because you'll know where you just stand because you'll just place your name on someone else's thing from, you know, for all the stuff we already have sorted out. But we will have different there will be different Gret will be learning completely, and there will be some different adjustments that have to be made. A ranged going to melee, a healer going to ranged. What the hell is this stick I've got? I mean, that's the Crypt Lurker. What the hell? Looks like a farming tool. It's so weird looking. Also, apparently I don't have another ring at this level. I'll work on that later. Gotta get the rest of the Crypt Lurker stuff for this bracket. Just need looks like I need a ring, boots. Yeah, ring and boots probably. That's 80 on the red mage. Getting there. Fix that. What the hell am I wearing? What is such a weird weapon? It's like a farming tool. Weird. I'm gonna be late tomorrow. I'm scheduled to close. Duan won't be here until between 8 and 9. Well, I mean we can jump in. That's definitely up to people then, because if we jumped in, we could jump in tomorrow when you get home just to get like the first 2 out of the way. Yeah, kind of torture stick like maybe. Like if we raided tomorrow, we could get the first 2 done because it'll be full raid, it'll be full swap. But then that means that we would just start Friday with Phoenix, for example. So yeah, Eric and Drippo tomorrow, and then just be back full strength. We'll have to update some images because some names in the positionals will have to be changed. So that could be good. I don't know. I hope we can do really well tonight. I know we can't push any later, and we can't really start any earlier, but we have to just one dunk Phoenix, and then we'll have a good solid like hour 45 of a whole lockout on Hesperos. We all got to play really well tonight. Get through the door immediately, and then do the mechanics. Because we're on the weird like cross tether. We're on Act 4, right? And really, it's the last act that's unique. The last 2 are relatively the exact same. It's just the me and Bob have to heal Lol forehead, right? So but It would be really cool if we could get our first kill with this roster we've been learning on this whole time. I know obviously if it doesn't happen, then we're changing stuff around quite a bit this week, which may be totally good. Swapping some people around. But if Bob's got a dancer and Stora feels more comfortable on samurai, you don't dance a samurai because you lose effectiveness. So you dance the dragoon? I guess you dance Duin? So Duin needs to make sure his dragoon is all cleaned up there. I know it's a little easier than Reaper, but he needs to be our big blasty boy. And Destora's gonna double check all of the samurai opener and then 0-1. The 0 minute and the 1 minute, so the even minute, odd minute rotational bits. I mean, you just kind of play samurai. I get it, but that's our biggest adjustment period will be this week. But it could be good changes. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. Yeah, if you definitely need the 600 weapon on Dragoon, I see no reason why. I mean, how many books are we at? Oh, we're gonna be at 3. So we're at 4 after the reset for other weapons for Mythos 3, I guess. So it's not too bad. Gold saucer real quick to end things down here. Also, because I had a triple triad card in my inventory. But that also is the weird part. I mean, obviously, we're not going to go into this whole thing, because if we're running Dragoon Samurai, there's anti-synergy there. And if Hadron stays Warrior, there's also anti-synergy there. It doesn't really matter for what we're trying to do. We're so over-geared, we just need to, do the damn dances properly. That sucks. 54! F! 5? Oh. 720. Oh, looking for this column to see if it... Oh, wow. 1... Oh, the other one would have been the... Oh, well. The little scratcher helper just gives you ratios. You still gotta make the right choices on the little scratch off cards there. Alrighty, I think that's everything today. Did a whole bunch of stuff. Did some Blue Mage stuff. Did some Blue Mage quests. Did some Studium quests. Did some combat stuff. Did some... got my Red Mage to 80. Talked about ACT and Cactbot for, I don't know, probably 20 minutes. Trying to explain how that works for Gorek there. But back to the house we go. Back to the house we go. I just changed my... That's the wrong volume. There it is. Alrighty. That's gonna do it for today. That's a pretty packed, boring stream. Heck yeah. Probably a little less Final Fantasy for the next maybe a couple of weeks. I'll probably do like maybe 1 Final Fantasy romp a week. But I want to weave in some more different stuff now. So we've got that Warhammer 40k game coming out this week. And then got some indie games I want to do. Got that Backpack Hero game that looks really neat. So we'll mix it up. Got some Runeterra, the PvE mode that probably be very weird to explain to watch, but maybe all the funny noises and sound effects and cool graphics will be enough. We'll do that. But thank you for tuning in today. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the very boring stream full of forehead this afternoon. The join button is also there if you want to support what I do here in a more direct financial support sense, but bunch of games coming up soon. Gotta prep some things, gotta prep a bunch of artwork for them, probably have a new thumbnail format, trying out new SEO things and new titling sequence changes, and learning about more of the back end of the YouTubes. But I appreciate you guys being here, and especially Gorek, because he is the most handsomest. But thank you for being here, everybody. I'll see y'all tonight. I'm gonna go have some dinner. Y'all have a great night, have a great morning, whatever comes first. That's Pikachu's butt, and I'll see you soon.